So, summary time?
Yeah, sure.
Do I want to read it this time? Have I read it in a while?
One thing that makes Doflamingo a great villain is the way he lets you have a false sense of hope right before he rips it out of your hands. After revealing himself to be totally fine since he was using a string clone no jutsu, Doflamingo beats the brakes off of Luffy. He then orders Pika to kick everyone out and rearrange the island. With the palace and Smile Factory suspended in the air, Doflamingo enacts Birdcage, a literal cage produced by his razor-sharp strings. Along with Birdcage, Doflamingo uses his Parasite technique on hundreds of citizens, much like he did King Riku 10 years ago. Doflamingo taunts the citizens, informing them that he could have been ruling this island like this from the very beginning, but instead he chose to be a benevolent ruler. He acknowledges that many of the citizens of Dressrosa may want his head on a platter. After learning the truth of the island being the nice guy that he wishes to be, Doflamingo sets up a little game. He shall stay in the royal palace for anyone to find him. If they defeat him, the game ends. No more Birdcage or anything else. There's also a second win condition. Kill the 12 people who are responsible for ruining his plans. Each head comes with a handsome reward ranging from 100 million to 500 million berry. It's kill or be killed here on Dressrosa, regardless of which you choose. No one is leaving with clean hands. What can our pirate heroes possibly do to stop this maniacal sadist? I don't know. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Good job, Devin.
And I didn't even practice that.
You didn't stutter once. Yet the thing at the end of every podcast is about a fifth that length, and you always fuck something up.
To be fair, the thing at the end isn't written down.
Right.
That's all from memory.
But you've told us you don't want it written down because you'd rather do it this way.
It's fun. I like fucking up. Suffering from success.
Right. I don't know how much success you're having, but you are definitely suffering. We can confirm that.
He is successfully failing consistently. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we watched One Piece this week.
So we watched One Piece this week.
That was awkward.
It sounded like he had something else to say, but then he didn't. So I was just like, I'm just okay.
It's a good thing Dylan has an automated program that cuts out any awkward silences.
I don't know. Sometimes I like the weird silences in between things. This is not one of those cases, but sometimes there are moments where I'm like, this is great comedic silence. And then it's just gone from the actual episode. And I'm like, meh.
I think it was a recent episode, but there was an episode where in the recording, there's a long, awkward silence and it's completely removed. So it's Brendan asking me a question and then that long pause is removed. And then it's just Brendan saying, why the fuck are you being so quiet? And if you're a listener who doesn't have this context, you're just like, Brendan, you were the only person talking. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a moment at the end, I think, where maybe in the quotes section or something, Brendan goes, somebody got quotes or whatever it was, and then there's an actual 5-second silence, and he goes, well, don't everybody jump in at once, except the silence is gone. So it's just Brendan going, hey, you got any of this thing? All right, don't everybody fucking talk at once. And there's basically no breath in between, and yeah. Now that's suffering from success. Losing your awkward silences to the AI program editing your podcast.
Tragedy.
So anyway.
I do want to start this off real quick. So we're kind of reaching the climax if we haven't reached it already for our story here on Dressrosa. And I wanted to check in with you guys about how you feel about Doflamingo as a villain so far.
Mint.
Very good. Good soup.
All right. Good soup.
Especially after this episode. There's been a lull in Doflamingo action to try and give the executives some screen time, which is okay. I would prefer some executives over others, but we get what we get and we don't get upset. But now it's Dofi time. However, I think after these episodes, it's going to be, again, less Dofi time, because then he's just going to sit in the palace and we'll have to get to him for it to be more Dofi time.
I have a feeling that after these episodes, it's going to be a lot of running.
Yeah.
I sense where the possible beginning of the why people made the One Piece begins.
Yeah, I have a feeling you can kind of already see it in these episodes where there are a lot of scenes that I just don't care about, of citizens talking to each other and be like, yeah, I don't know. I really like that those guys freed us, but Also, it seems like the objectively easier route to kill those 12 than to kill Doflamingo. So let's just kill those. And we get like 3 or 4 of those scenes between citizens, between pirates, between people that got Usopp freed. Like, I'm tired of it. And we're probably just going to get more of that. And random like the citizens attacking Frankie at useless scene. Don't need it. This is the part where you're probably right. We're gonna run into a serious slog, I think, and it's not gonna be fun. It's
probably gonna be painful.
It's not gonna be fun.
It's gonna be very painful.
I cannot confirm nor deny this information. I'll just let you know that I very much agree with your theory.
Okay. Right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So.
Oh no, I'm right.
Yeah.
What I can say is around episode 700, we stopped running. I'm sure we stopped running before that, but episode 700 is a collection of episodes that I care about a lot personally. So I can't wait for those sets of episodes.
Okay, so we've got about 5 weeks or so
of running.
Maybe
I'm really hoping it's less than that, but at minimum, or I guess maximum, 5 weeks.
So about 18 episodes from now, we got allegedly good episodes.
There could be good stuff in between. I just know for a fact that 700 is where I'm invested.
I just have a feeling that all I'm going to hear in my brain as I'm watching these running episodes coming up is, why are you running? Why are you running?
Right.
Like, that's just going to be on repeat in my brain for the next
surely we
weeks.
turn these sets into 4 episode sets to just kind of like breeze through this a little bit faster, right? We'll save a week and a half of time.
I'm not touching that schedule again. I did it twice already.
Man.
Brendan said 3 episode sets. I kept at 3 episode sets and only made it 4 when the plot really dictated it.
Well,
blame Brendan
Devin,
for this. Just
I'm gonna get my blanket ready.
Yeah.
Catch me sleeping through these fucking episodes then.
Gotta get a comfy pillow. Listen,
watch the episodes, have to rewatch them because he fell asleep through them.
Almost not a joke.
Them again because he fell asleep through the re-sleep.
Almost not a joke. I had to watch this set of episodes at a point where it was the end of my day and I just like really should have gone to sleep for work, but it was going to be the only time I get to fit my episodes in. So that last, what was the last 682 that we watched? Man, I rewound the last 10 minutes, maybe like 3 times. Let me tell you. Did I need to? Not really, but I wanted to make sure that I had the whole picture.
I will say that, if this is the case, you should definitely get your sleep because that just means you're going to have to work a little bit harder as a podcaster to make an entertaining show with allegedly not that much content.
Oh, I mean, I'm awake now.
I mean, we took hot garbage a couple of weeks ago and turned it into gold.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. You get ready to do that for like 3 to 4 weeks in a row.
I can do that.
God, that's a lot of pressure.
Well, we can do that. That's easy. I'll grasp onto one stupid thing that happens in those episodes, and we'll talk half an hour about it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Remember when we spoke about Kyros' backstory for 45 minutes?
Yeah,
I remember
Berserk.
It's enough, you.
All right, so let's actually talk about these episodes then. How about that?
So we started off in the palace, where Doflamingo reveals that he was never decapitated. It was all a clone. Fuck you. Ha ha ha. Get got, idiot. And he goes to swing at Kyros. Luffy saves his neck literally, narrowly. And Doflamingo slices the entire fucking roof off the place in very grandiose fashion. And then proceeds to beat the shit out of Luffy. And I'm not going to lie to you, it was kind of satisfying.
It was pretty funny. Watching Luffy just in slow motion, just see everything Doflamingo was about to throw at him and just being like, well, I guess this is happening.
That punch was, I feel like Luffy got a taste of his own medicine. Just a straight old hockey-covered fist. Just straight to the grill.
Bonk.
Super bomb.
So now we know he's not a Logia because beheading. And haha, it wasn't me the whole time.
Did we think he was a Logia?
Yeah, I think it was
last time we talked about it. I was like, wait, is he a Logia? And I was like, wait, what?
I think it was a minor debate because of the fact that decapitation. Nobody had string clone jutsu on their bingo card at the time, so there was a slight toss up. I don't believe I ever sided with Logia, but I think Devin maybe was like, is he though?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was the one that brought it up where I was like, oh, like he's a Logia? What?
Yeah. So string clone, and then I like that the Birdcage originates from the string clone too. Like the string clone just gets down on, and all of the string used to make the clone, I guess, becomes the Birdcage. It does.
It makes you wonder where he was hanging out the whole time.
Well, it also makes me wonder why. So, like, the string clone's beheaded head on the ground talks. So I'm like, is he just ventriloquisming the mouth open and closed and talking from like inside the cabinet that he was hiding in or whatever? Or can the clone actually talk? Yeah, or is like his vocal sound waves traveling through his strings and talking through the puppet? Like, that's the only thing I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on now, what are the implications?
I genuinely
here?
gave this some thought.
Also, side note, also, it could also just be the fact that he's that dedicated to the puppet master bit where he's like, you know, like he's making his puppet blood pressure go up. Like, if you remember, like it's, you know, like when he was watching Luffy, like, you know, or Lucy in the fighting ring, he's like, wait, that's not fucking Luffy. Like, remember when his like rage?
Are you saying that was also the puppet?
Who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, who knows when it's been the puppet and not?
How dedicated to this puppet bit is he?
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's exactly. So, like, can the puppet can he speak through the puppet, or has he just always been like right around the corner and mouthing it perfectly like a ventriloquist? But Justin, you said you were about to say you'd put some thought into this. I want to hear what you said.
So I genuinely thought about this earlier today, and I was like, you know, how did he make it talk? And so my conclusion is that given how much string one would assume is required to make a birdcage and how much is coming out of the clone, I'm thinking he like got really thorough with his string clone anatomy, where like he essentially just made a carbon copy of himself, like to the damn near microscopic cellular level, where essentially like the clone could truly like do all the bodily functions necessary to produce sound and such like that. I'm thinking the clone, the clone was like that detailed.
But like, but the clone is still kind of, well, yeah, I don't know. This is that would require such extreme mastery over his devil fruit, which I guess is like completely feasible if anyone's going to do it. It's Doflamingo, but man, I don't know. I kind of like what you're saying. It seems something that Doflamingo would absolutely put his time and effort into mastering. It's just very unclear.
I will say, if you have any doubts about like his proficiency with his devil fruit, keep watching. I think your doubt will be cast aside sooner rather than later.
I'm just, you know, like my explanation for it is devil fruit magic bullshit. That's why.
Yeah, but
because honestly, I gave up science many years ago.
No, I mean, that's fine. I just like I want I don't know. I want rules in the world also, like based off the power set. Like this kind of magic bullshit is different in my mind than sugar magic bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like there could be legitimate reasons through the use of his devil fruit that it's magic bullshit, as opposed to sugar just being overpowered or Pico just being overpowered because fuck it. But anyway, so this string clone was cool. And then Birdcage. So Devin, how accurate do you think your Birdcage prediction was to last week? What you said last week?
I mean, last week I remember saying it's like the equivalent of a nuke. Seeing how they're trapped and apparently is an EMP for snails. I mean, it's still pretty big. It's not as drastic in my opinion as like, you know, like the Buster Call, but I mean, it's still it's just as effective.
Yeah.
Now the fact that he's starting up a battle royale with that part is very on brand, just surprising. So I don't think I don't think I have called it really here. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, I knew something big was going to happen, but that's about it. I didn't narrow it down.
Right.
Like I mean, from the name alone, it kind of implied it, but that's hindsight, you know? Like Bird Call literally could have been a bunch of things because I've named weird shit a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, like, were any of you expecting it to be, like, quite so literal?
I kind of expected it to be somewhat literal. I don't know that I necessarily expected him to envelop the entire island in a birdcage, but I thought birdcage would be fairly representative of like trapping people or in some way. Just for it to literally be a birdcage, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, sure, why not? You know?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be as literal. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Honestly, I don't remember what I thought.
We know what
All
you
I
thought.
is
You
I
were
was
expecting
like,
a fucking nuke, and
you were
have not
expecting
gotten
fire and brimstone.
Well, not like
Yeah.
literal fire, but like the devastation. I was expecting more instant devastation versus, haha, the ring is going to get smaller.
Well, the ring's not even going to get smaller, really. It's just
That we know of.
that's fair. The right now the ring is not necessarily getting smaller. It's just that we're inflicting the same psychological damage on the people that we did 10 years ago, but on a larger scale,
Right.
and like slightly more terrifying because they are trapped on the island still. But also maybe more fun because they can also hunt down and get bounties. But yeah, you can make some money
sound
off
like
of it.
Doflamingo right now. You okay there?
Well, all I'm saying is, like, if I stand to make a little bit of money off of this, like, then, you know, maybe the terror of some random Navy goon I was friends with 5 minutes ago trying to shoot at me isn't so bad anymore.
You
And to
sound
be
like
fair, I also
me
haven't
when I was
seen
trying to.
Christian or Doflamingo. Oh,
You sound like me when I was trying to cope with the process of the toys on the surface were like having a bad time, but I was trying to copium my way to be like, you know, it's a
No,
bad
that was
time,
way
but it's not
worse.
that bad of a time. That's what you sound
what
like
you
right
were
now.
saying was way worse.
I don't know, man. I feel like we're on the same line here.
Nah.
I've also never seen Christian and Doflamingo in the same room. I'm just saying. Too tall, lanky man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Doflamingo
Deep
has
laugh.
the string clone, so like, you know, how do we know this is really Christian?
Yeah, who's to say? I could have been string clone this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Is this how
you
we
gotta
replace
you gotta cut me
Brendan
open.
You're gonna have to kill me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try and behead me, but then you're gonna find out that I can still talk, and you're like, oh my god, he really was the string clone the entire time. And then the real Doflamingo is gonna come up and beat the shit out of you. And hockey, I kind of liked
The hockey cloak.
Yeah, I love
that was
the hockey pink like cape, fuzzy pink cape. It was pretty funny. I think it's kind of nonsense that Luffy just like kept hitting the same, like, I don't know, like 1 foot area circle with his Gatling the entire time, but yeah, I digress. It was funny to watch Doflamingo just be like, haha, fuck you. Basically like Diamante with his cape, but using his whole fruit. But Doflamingo's just like, yeah, I can do that too. Just hockeyified instead.
Meanwhile, he's also standing completely still.
Yeah, completely unfazed by a whole Gear 2 Gatling.
It's like watching a Dragon Ball Z fight again, but instead of like the billion dodges that Dragon Ball Z does with like all the million punches in the air, you know what I mean? Like he's just like, I'm going to save myself on animation and just stand still.
Yeah, I like that Doflamingo's the one
breakfast.
thinking about it. Doflamingo's thinking about the One Piece animators the whole time.
He's like, I
opposite.
gotta save their budget for the real important shit, like me.
Right. Me
When I actually do
laughing.
something
Kicking
incredible.
his ass.
hiring the voice actor to laugh more for my evil villain monologue scenes.
Or the sound cue for when his forehead vein starts throbbing.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably not going to get a lot of that for a little while. Maybe not till episode 700 or whatever it was that you're excited about. I don't think he's going to be very mad for a while.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, yeah, he's going to be sipping tea or wine for quite some time.
Yeah. I also liked going back to Pika throwing everybody out of the palace. That Law just gets taken chair and all.
Yeah, just like, and fuck you, let gravity
Just-
do the work.
Just couldn't be fucked to undo him. But I mean, I guess there's really no other choice because you have to uncuff him from the chair and then cuff him back or something. Which
Yeah, but now he's like still cuffed, but he's not cuffed to the chair.
Well, yeah,
anymore.
I don't know. The chair broke or some shit. I don't know. Don't ask
But
questions.
the cuffs were linked still.
Don't ask
so his
questions.
hands-
Yeah, we just one of those things, man. Just one.
I don't
just
even
one of
know.
those
I don't
things.
even really know if he actually was cuffed to the chair or not.
He was definitely cuffed to the chair
Alright.
because he was like man spreading like crazy all over that chair.
There was that
He
whole
like,
scene with trying to get a
slouched as
keyhole with two devil fruit users trying to insert a key into a keyhole, and they're like, "I can't touch a C prism, otherwise I'll go there." There was that whole thing last week or the week before.
Speaking of law and being chained and kind of
Go on.
useless,
Choose your words
I
carefully.
don't know where you're leaning towards, but what's it called? It reminded me of like how like the fandoms that we have in our Discord.
Yeah.
Like the little
Choose your words carefully.
channels.
This is where I was going.
Law is a power bottom. And by power bottom, I mean brat.
What?
Like he's a pillow princess.
Well,
He's a pillow princess that's also
I don't know that I would have made that leap.
because Luffy was carrying him and he was super not into
He
it.
has sea prism stone cuffs on him, you dope, that makes them groggy and shit.
Which makes him a brat because he's angry about being domed.
I'm not going to say I disagree with you about Law being a brat. However, I think your rationale is wrong. My man's having a bad time. He's handcuffed in the worst type of cuffs possible, and then Luffy's carrying both him and Zoro by like headlock. Like he's not even grabbing them from the fucking waist. He is just dragging them by their fucking necks.
I mean, have you seen Zoro's neck? He can handle it.
Maybe, sure, probably, but like doesn't mean you're having a good time with it.
There's going to be some very interesting conversations in the Discord when this episode comes out. There's going to be like 2 or 3 people in particular that are going to be very vocal in one way or another about this.
In one particular text chat.
Yeah. Well, it may span multiple
Nah, it's gonna
text
be in all of
channels, but
At least 2.
Yeah, there's going to be some people that have very potent views on this, and I'm a little excited.
But yeah, like I was saying though, like Lalu, clearly Law is the brat, and Luffy's just having too much fun. But then like later on, I could see the roles being like reversed.
How far did we get here?
I see where the fandoms come from, and this just from their expressions and how they're handling moving. I guess.
When did Devin become a man of the people? When the fuck?
Devin really does love One Piece now.
What the fuck?
He's getting deep on the fandom lores.
My man found the plot he was looking for.
To be fair, I was exposed to those ships many moons ago by Rin.
Wow,
and it got graphic. It got graphic, happens, and then we all had a discussion about what's allowed in the server, and I was like, okay, that's fair.
So going back to the main plot, as they were getting tossed out the house by Pika, Viola mentions how she used her power, maybe, or just really good eyesight in general, to find Law's key. She's like, oh, it's somewhere nearby. And then Luffy drags Law's body off a fucking cliff, and they start running toward Doflamingo. How the fuck do we think we're going to resolve this plot line where Viola has to go find his key, and presumably she will? And then how the fuck is she going to get it to Law and Luffy?
This is in about 15 episodes when she catches up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I have a feeling it's not going to mean a damn thing, because Zoro's probably just going to be like, swing and cut off the cuffs.
Well, I don't think that's true. But
I feel like the key is going to have nothing to do with it. With him getting out of the cuffs.
What if Viola gets all the way back to them and it's not the right key? She gets back, spends a couple episodes getting back, and then gets there. It's not the right key and has to go fuck
a couple
off.
Tier whales happen.
Yeah.
To get through the nobodies of mixtures of people.
Yeah.
This is
and then she has to fuck off for another like 10 episodes.
Lobby. Just maybe with more episodes in between.
Yeah, just a few.
It'll be like one of those like cut scenes where it's like cuts to her doing the running, and then all of a sudden, big group of people, 1 star, let's get her. Shing cuts the whale, continues running.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's exactly how it's gonna go, and then she's gonna be like, I really gotta go, free Law. Cut to another group of people.
So apart from this, the way this all started was after Doflamingo cut the roof off the house and beat the shit out of Luffy, he orders Pika to kick everybody out, and he does so. And in that same order, Pika just terraforms the fucking island, which I didn't know he could fucking do.
Seeing the castle just like shift over to the right.
Yeah.
That was the funniest looking shit on the planet.
What blew my mind there was I assumed
take our castle and push it somewhere else.
I had assumed
Literally.
that the way the castle and any other piece of land that's currently levitating was because of string powers.
No.
Not Pika can
Well, none of
levitate
it
these
not.
shits. What the
Well,
fuck?
no. I mean, none of it is
levitate
ever levitating. It's all still attached to the earth, but it doesn't have to be attached by much in order to move, but it is always attached to the earth.
I must have missed something in those
Again,
details.
he just pushed the castle somewhere else.
They just clicked and dragged the castle PNG over, and
I'm just imagining like Circle Tunes, Circle Tunes, that animation guy, like him, like how his art style where he just like has like a little PNG like and wiggles them around.
Yeah.
That's the exact thing that they did to make that animation.
yeah, it's. I mean, it looks. There are certain moments where they do turn things 90 degrees, and houses and people are falling down, and shit's moving, and it looks terrifying.
But then it completely backtracks on that, and everything is still the way. Like, oh, this city is not moved at all.
Yeah,
except for now we have a new back.
There are parts of it because Pika can't create new rock. He can only move it. So some of the houses are like riding up the hill that they make with like the palace at the very top, and then the flower hills there, and then some of the ramparts and whatever. But
it's not as egregious as it was when the 90 degree.
Not. But it was kind of cool to watch. So yeah. Pika's broken.
Is he?
I think so. I mean,
well, seeing how Zoro was fighting in the castle for like 30 minutes straight, then Pika just teleports, moves him, and throws him off the ledge with everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pika's Devil Fruit is certainly unique in its application, where Pika can just mold into and become the stone. So it's like, presumably Pika's actual body is somewhere buried in the stone. It's just like he can put his body, 500 feet underground where nobody can hear, see, or reach, and then just become the embodiment of the island everywhere else. So it's like, where's the end game? Like, how do you dismantle Pika? How do you stop Pika?
This is the $1 million question. And do you have any theories of your own or just questions?
So here's my theory.
Mm-hmm.
Pika just typed in a command console and he's T-posing off behind like the playable area. And that's how he's able to like not be hit, because he's just, clicking Gary's mod when you go, you go through the wall and everything. That's what he's doing.
He's just
also
beyond the birdcage now.
Creating He's in the birdcage. We saw him. He's vibing right now. But when he goes to attack, he's going to T-pose, go through the floor just magically. It's not actually moving floor.
Such
he's just phases through it because he's hacking, and he's just going to keep using the Gmod gun to make it attack things.
Right.
Can someone explain to me in normie terms?
He hacked the planet.
Hacked the planet.
Uh-huh.
He hacked Dressrosa's map, and he's aimbotting now.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's invincible, effectively.
Gotcha.
I mean, the answer in my mind is you have to find Pika's real body, but because the only other option is get rid of all the stone somehow, turn all the stone into lava, just fucking heat it up and melt it, which maybe Sabo can do. But it would also turn Dressrosa into a fiery hellscape where no one could live again, kind of like Punk Hazard.
Well, it's already a
Punk Hazard
hellscape.
2
What's a little
electric
fire,
boogaloo.
Yeah. So, I don't know that will become an option because we already have a Punk Hazard. So my guess is just find Pika's real body and attack Pika's real body. So now where that is again, who knows? It should be deep in the furthest part of Dressrosa's underbelly, but for some reason it won't be, I guess, or Pika will come out of the stone for some reason, and then that'll be the opportunity someone takes to take them down. But other than that, I've got nothing. Like I don't know how you beat Pika at that point, unless Pika has to come out of the stone to sleep. Who knows?
I just had a really harebrained theory. Do you think Senor Pink
I still love the fact how you always say theory, even though you've seen this.
Do you think Senor Pink could like swim his way to find Pika?
Well, maybe. We don't know.
How long can he hold his breath underground?
Yeah, we don't know the rules of Senor Pink's power. How deep as far as we've only seen, he can only swim just below the surface, really. And yeah, does he need to hold his breath? If he doesn't need to hold his breath, then yeah, sure, he can go find Pika. Why not? If he does, it doesn't seem likely that he can go find Pika. Why would he be fighting suddenly for the other side? I don't know.
Friend Senor Pink arc?
I find it hard to believe that anyone would betray Doflamingo.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, because he respects Frankie.
I don't.
But he also wants to kill Frankie?
I don't. Well, yeah, it's like I have to be the one to end him because we're so alike type of trope, you know? Like, I respect him so much that I won't let anyone else take him down but me.
They're going to form an unbreakable bond by combat.
I don't think it's going
to be combat.
No, it won't be combat. It'll be pervertedness and stubbornness.
They're going to have a drag show.
They're not going to have a drag show.
Ivankov's not here. It's not a drag show. It's just
I don't know what's like adjacent to that, but like 1 degree off. I don't know. Like just runway.
Senor Pink
something
dresses the way he wants to, and he is baby.
Where was the plot again? We got lost.
I don't fucking know. Dude, everybody's got a bounty level now. Well, not everybody, but most people.
So, speaking of the bounties, what was Usopp's lie bounty when he was on the island? Was it 500 million berry?
I don't know what you mean.
Because like the theory that Usopp's lies always become true. Didn't Usopp make up his own bounty? Like,
oh, you mean way back in his original hometown?
Many moons ago. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
And was it 500 million?
That's a good question. I don't know. That would require. I don't know if you could even find that on the wiki. You would like literally have to go back and watch those episodes probably to find out that information.
Well, I'm not allowed on there, so I can't
try
really
and
confirm
look.
this.
There are people out on the internet who try to keep track of Usopp's lies. Let me see if I find something related to this.
You do that, because if that's true, that's fucking awesome. That's Brendan. If Brendan hasn't already thought of that, then he will be over the moon to hear about this one, whether it's true or not. That would be very funny. I can't wait to catch up with Sanji and have him find out that everybody got these pseudo bounties and he wasn't included on that either. Just because it'll be funny that he's like, oh, fucking Mosshead got this stupid 2-star bounty. Where's my bounty?
Hold on. Speaking of Sanji energy, when Luffy's running with Law and Zoro, and he it's the ton guy traps his feet, and then what's his name? Dellinger is about to kick Luffy's face fucking right off, and Zoro comes out of nowhere and just like boops him a little bit like he would Sanji.
So funny.
And like he kicks the ton guy instead. Pure hilarity. Like I was like, Zoro knows the trick to stopping someone from kicking someone because he hates.
It was just so nonchalant. It was so nonchalant.
Exactly. Like the fact that he was just like so chill, just like shove off balance a little bit just to fucking rock his world.
A part of me was a little disappointed that he didn't send Mach-Vice flying. I really thought that kick, while off target, was going to like punt Mach-Vice into the fucking next century. But all it did was really like loosen him up enough for Luffy could get set free.
Yeah, that's a big beaver boy,
dude.
Man.
That is a big dude.
Yeah, also, I didn't notice the beaver tail the first time he came around. So
I thought he was flying squirrel
what?
Aesthetic, but I could be wrong.
You could be right, actually. It would make more sense, really. Does he have like the flying suit too, where it's got like the wings between the arms and his torso?
Suit.
Yeah. Does he have like a wingsuit on? I actually don't know that. I probably should have noticed this or remember this by now.
Cannot confirm.
That would make a lot of sense.
I feel like I have seen it, but I could be wrong. Going back to the lie thing, so far can't confirm or deny the bounty thing that's like relevant to us now. The only other lie was like already like long time ago. Usopp said he had a 30 million berry bounty. It became true during Enies lobby. We don't care about that anymore. Other lie out in the ether that I think is kind of relevant to us right now. When did he say this? I don't remember. Okay, this is back in Arlong Park, I believe. Usopp said he has, quote, I have 8,000 hardened killers behind me.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
This was last week.
Yeah, I just wanted to like bring us back
followers.
to that with more detail. So, God Usopp army inbound.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Except they've turned on him now.
Turning. Yeah.
Yeah. It took
You're
one
my
whole
god,
episode.
but I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, you're my god, but also you're worth 500 million berries. I could retire off of that forever. Die.
Also, the gullibility of everyone, like the pirates in particular. Like, sure, the random citizens, sure, I can
I don't think it's gullibility. I think it's greed.
No, that was
desperation.
Gullibility / greed. What I mean by gullibility is the fact that they're believing Doflamingo that he will pay them out in the theory that they actually do stop one of them, right? They think that Doflamingo is going to actually pay them after saying, it's either I kill you all or some of you I'm going to pay for killing people I don't like. Explain the mental gymnastics to me.
You know what? I'm glad you bring this up.
Because they're just like, yes, money. I'm going to let greed decide my decisions, even though it doesn't make any rational sense. Let's believe the liar that's going to pay us.
Well, not even the liar.
A good point here.
God knows how long.
I think you're pointing out just Doflamingo's manipulative tendencies and just how good he is at them, where people just don't catch on.
These people are just that dumb.
I
don't think that's a dumb lie. That's the biggest, dumbest lie.
No, I don't know that it's dumb. He's the taking out the part. This whole bounty system is twofold. The first part of it is just reducing it to 12 randoms that for the citizens, 12 random people instead of one Doflamingo they already know is powerful. So they're like, oh, well,
that I get. But that's what I mean. The citizens, I get. The pirates.
No, right. That's where the money part comes in because they're pirates. They go, oh, money. And that's it. That's the end of the story. They're not thinking about the fact that 5 minutes ago, Doflamingo said, I'm going to kill every last one of you. You all have to die.
That's the problem
They heard
the object permanence is a struggle with these guys.
I feel like you're not giving them enough credit. I think both can be true. I think you could appeal to the pirates' greedy nature of like, ooh, money, while also expressing and displaying the stress they feel or the duress of being in a fucking game of Fortnite where the fucking, they're like, yo, kill or be killed, right? You either kill me, kill each other, or kill these 12 people. The choice is yours.
It still annoys the shit out of me because it's just like, I'm just thinking of like if I was one of those pirates who was trapped as a slave working as a puppet for forever, and then all of a sudden someone's going, I'm going to kill everyone unless you kill 12 people and I'll pay you for killing those 12 people. It's like, first off, you were my supervisor for like 6 years. I don't trust you within throwing distance. You promised a pizza party and we never got it.
No, we got it. But it was only cheese pizzas.
And it was from Little Caesars.
And it was all we were getting Little buddies. Caesars. You promised us
buddies.
Domino's.
I don't know. I feel like you're not giving them enough credit here.
No, I'm disappointed in the pirates.
I think especially the ones that were puppets are wild for this.
Like the other ones that were like they're buying shit. Sure, I can get behind that, but like they made it sound like they actually had some of the guys who were puppets were like, I know you saved me, but I gotta kill you. It's 500. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the really egregious one in my mind.
It makes me mad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
The citizens, I totally get that. They're panicking. They're people. They don't know shit about these guys. I get that, why they try, and they're clearly failing and being caught and, wrangled up by the police. But like, what the fuck? Puppet people, the fuck?
I want to.
I don't know, man.
I feel like
I feel like I'm far more empathetic, and I get it. It's like there's just so much chaos and like power. there is a clear display of power coming from Doflamingo where it's like, hey, listen, I could kill you individually with my bare hands, but I'm going to use my parasite power to kind of make you do it to each other because it's way more fun that way. Also, like, if I'm any one of these like citizens or pirates, I personally would recognize like the clear, quote unquote, easier decision to make of, well, this one dude is really OP. And if he wanted to, he could just make me lose control of my body anyway, right? So I think I'm better off trying to take out one of these 12
Are you Usopping us right now? This is literally what we just fucking said.
I'm just repeating for the audience for clarity's sake. Don't worry about it.
We already said it like 3 times, and then you were like, I don't know, guys. I think it's this thing. And it was the 4th time that it's been restated now.
I just feel like you're not empathizing with the pirates.
I don't think empathy has anything to do with it. It's logic that's failing.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is a pretty logical line of thinking from where I stand.
The
here.
only people I understand the empathy aspect of is the citizens.
Okay, both of you shut up. I'm done with this. We're not going in this circle again. I'm done with it.
Right.
I just wanted to mention again. Not again. I wanted to mention that in
he wants to
Usopp
us this time.
Yeah. I just wanted to say again, the citizens have a good reason. No. I don't think you guys understand.
Christian, I don't think you understand that the citizens have
No. When the parasites were first going out, and you get scenes of all of these people getting parasited, and they're just starting to swing on people, they make sure to point out one particular instance where the parasite string is going towards Admiral Isho, and he just plucks it nonchalantly and goes like,
He just catches it above his head like, the fuck is this?
And then just like flicks it to the side or whatever it was that he does with it. I expected him to do a lot more like cutting of the strings somehow, like going around, because he can clearly sense them. So I expected to see more scenes of Isho going around and freeing people from the influence of the parasite string, but they just did a whole lot of wrangling instead.
Which is weird.
Well, I mean, that in and of itself isn't weird. Like it.
Well, no. What I mean by it's weird is that they're not showing him cut the strings of, like, I don't know, the Marines. Like, because like you would think like that would be a reasonable tactic. Instead, they're just like, all right, we're just going to put all these people in circles and tie a chain around them.
From what we've seen, it's not like a super duper long trail of thread that leads to fucking Doflamingo's fingertips.
But it is, because we see all the other people. Like, we see the strings off those people all the time.
The strings are literally coming from Doflamingo and or the clone puppet.
What I saw was, particularly in this Isho case, was it's a little tiny piece of string that goes inside of you, and then you're
because you have scenes of Doflamingo standing up in his ivory tower, like flicking his fingers around with strings coming off of it. So he's clearly manipulating all these people.
You see the people who are being manipulated with strings coming out of them, going to the sky.
Yeah.
Like, it's abundantly clear. Now, with the issue, that's the other thing I was going to say, bringing up, what you're saying. It doesn't make sense that it's only I literally thought of the Sonic movie when he was holding the piece of string, like with Sonic's hair. Like, that's what Isho was doing, was holding like a little snippet of string, which in my mind doesn't make sense. If he was holding the string and it was going up to the sky, that would be one thing.
I think it was going up to the sky. It's just that like I don't know, it's like folded over, or the way the shot was. I don't remember exactly, but it was clearly.
Imagine him just yanking that string and Doflamingo like moved like 3 feet.
Fuck. But that would have been great.
Yeah, it's egregious that that they're not using Isho cutting strings.
Yeah, I feel like Isho should maybe be able to cut these strings. I'm sure he's strong enough. Like the strings are thick and powerful and hard to cut, but I feel like Isho probably can. Maybe not necessarily the Birdcage ones, but these parasite strings I think are probably cuttable. But we haven't seen Isho try it all, so who the hell knows?
Have we seen anybody cut his strings?
I don't. I want to say no.
Technically, what Kyros did last week, he did technically cut the strings.
That is true. He did cut clone strings. So if Kyros can do it, surely Isho can.
And if Isho could do it, Zoro can.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
if
I'm
Isho can do it.
coping, but I'm not convinced he cut the actual strings of that clone. Maybe I'm
Are you saying that? I mean,
We literally...
well, I mean, I guess I kind of see what he's saying. Like the clone might have popped its own head off before and just like
But
pretended.
we saw the tear marks.
Not really. It very much did the like clean cut One Piece anime thing of just like being a black hole and like Kyros' leg. Like there's no tear marks there. It's just a flat black circle where there should be guts and viscera
But when it was
coming out.
just his head, like you saw, like his neck was like clearly like torn. That's what I mean. Like sure, like the torso part sure was just like nubbed, but like his head showed like it was like loose skin fabric.
I remember it my way. I don't remember it that way.
And that's fair.
You could be right. I just don't.
I'm still staying with the canon that Kyros can cut the string. Therefore,
Well, yeah. I mean, it would definitely help my point out that Isho should be doing this more often. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I would like to see Isho at least try. Like at a bare minimum, like try and cut these strings because he knows they exist. So
speaking of the strings, though,
go on.
just the subtle, like it was like a one little small scene, and it's very simple where it's just like the leaves are blowing in the wind and they get just sliced in half as they get gently blow through the wind through the strings. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing like the random people like walk into it like it's a fucking wall and it cuts them. Sure. Imagine if one of those people like ran through and like it was like Hellraiser when like they just get you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just like in pieces.
Yeah.
Like on the other side. What
I want to know is why the Birdcage also blocks communications.
That's
I don't know.
I not only can I technically not even prove that, but it seems like that's the case. I'm upset that like there's just no explanation for why the fuck this is happening.
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be some property of the string that they just kind of attribute to having electrical impulse, and the only mild justification I have for that is that it's not just string. He refers to it as chromatic string, which has this like rainbow property to it, and I don't know where I'm even going with this, but if they were to ever try and justify it, my assumption would be that
what makes it even weirder is that the fact that they can use their snail phones in the bubble.
Well,
like they just can't reach.
It just
outside
electrical impulses just can't escape the Birdcage. They can exist inside.
Like, it's not like a true EMP.
No,
it's like a half-assed
it's
EMP.
just a blocker.
Like he just cut the radio towers.
Yeah, it's just a dome that blocks any electrical impulse from escaping. It doesn't, and just like bounces it back or something. Who knows? But yeah, I don't get why. And there's even it seems like it's a Birdcage, and in theory, like if someone was thin enough, you would imagine they would be able to slip through.
Well, like with the leaf scene that I was saying, example, like physical things can go through the Birdcage.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't radio waves?
Right. Well, I mean, that's a different thing entirely. Like you can have something that's like almost a Faraday cage where it doesn't let electrical impulses escape, but isn't like you can slip through the bars, but physical, because of whatever electromagnetic field is generated, like it won't let radio waves escape from the snail chats, or however they try to justify this, if they ever try to justify this.
My best bet, it's something related to hockey. Some bullshit hockey logic where he's like channeling hockey through the strings that are going outside, to the cage, and this
would be a completely new facet of hockey that hasn't been touched ever to this point anyway. My guess is it has to do with his devil fruit, but who knows really, like I don't know. It's a question. Do I need it answered that bad? I guess not really, but like sure.
It's like one of those things where it's like you're mad because it's there and it's blatant, but you don't care enough to pursue it.
Yeah, I mean, like its purpose is to stop the world government or the Navy from contacting base station and getting the rest of the admirals in here to fuck shit up. Like that's, or worst case, like do a buster call, but an actual buster call, but. whatever. I'm already exhausted from the next 20 episodes of running that we're gonna do. So I don't even want to argue this point anymore. I just thought it
with the logic of going to the gym. I'm already exhausted. I can't go to the gym.
Not same there, but unless somebody, I'm going to keep talking unless somebody else has specifically has something they want to bring up. Because I have two other things that I was like, I want to make sure these get talked about.
Nah, steer the ship, buddy. Go ahead.
The first thing is, so at one point we get a scene of Robin and company from the basement going up, following the path that the Smile Factory made. And I don't know what you're laughing about necessarily, but the two parts.
No, I'm groaning.
Oh, what about the PNG moving part?
That on top of the fact of when she gets the realization of, haha, that was your dad, and she just. Everyone stops what they're
Rebecca.
doing.
Okay.
Even though they're being pursued.
Yeah. Just, I mean, I feel for Rebecca. It was kind of a nice scene.
Don't get me wrong. I feel for the emotional moment. I get it. It's just the scenery and what's the current events. They're being actively pursued by people who want to kill them. Let's sit down for a second and have a mental breakdown.
Were they actually being chased at that point?
Yeah, they were in the distance. It was after Bart used the barrier to knock them off.
Well, Bart had them covered. He
didn't. He put the barrier up and then immediately turned around.
Bart was right next to her watching her have a mental breakdown.
Yeah. They had some distance. They were fine. They had time to spare.
All right. The things I actually wanted to mention. One, when Robin is on the phone with Luffy and Luffy asks like who she's with, she has this weird moment where she looks up at Sabo and Koala who are about to split up, and she's like, I don't know, I don't think I fully understand what goes through Robin's head in this moment that she doesn't say those two people in particular. She just goes, I've got Rebecca and we're going to the surface now.
My understanding was she was going to say, I have XYZ with me, except X and Y just dipped, so I only have Z.
I think it's more along the lines of she knew that they weren't necessarily going to stop what they were doing originally anyways. Like, their goals only aligned with them when they were in the basement. Now that they're leaving the basement, they got their own, mission update. They ain't going to be sitting around babysitting Usopp and them.
Yeah. My only
side note, I'm mad that they disrespect Robin and put her that low.
Oh, in the 1 star?
Yeah.
I mean,
rage.
That was my gut reaction too, but also she hasn't like really been on the Doflamingo family radar for like any point really. She has made herself known, but she hasn't actively been like that much of a thorn in their side for anything. So I'm like, I hate it, but also like she hasn't done anything, so it's whatever.
I feel like the stars are only representative of this is how much you pissed me off, like shitless.
I feel like that's literally it, because as we get, God, Usopp is not the biggest threat, but Usopp pissed him royally. So
yeah.
The other thing I want to mention with this scene in particular is that I guess it's not this scene in particular, but later we catch up with Koala, who is just looking for more evidence of the guns on various ships and finds out that, I forget whatever like company was covering for it, or like there was a box that had a sticker on it or whatever, and underneath it was like the actual like black market company or whatever that was shipping these guns. My point here is that Koala gathers this evidence with a little pocket snail chat that has a photo feature. It can take pictures.
Yeah.
These snail chat, it's literally snail chat now. Not only can they talk through it, they can take pictures. They can send snail chats to each other that disappear after 24 hours.
Like before we only had TV. We had TV and phone. Now we got Snapchat.
Now we literally have Snapchat on the snail phones.
But also the second thing is where are they stored? The photo gets stored? Yeah, where are they stored? Because it's not being sent out. We know it's not being sent to a server somewhere because it's we got no telephone service.
Well, we don't know if it's possible, but it's not happening in this moment because there's no signals getting out right now. It's not getting uploaded to the cloud or anything.
Where's the storage? How many terabytes is it?
How many terabytes is this fucking snail store? What the hell is this? Where's the fucking SD card port? I need answers.
I think you guys are thinking too modern tech. I think you got to go back a couple more years. There's a roll of like film in the shell.
Where's the film stored?
Well, that would be in the shell, but yeah, that would be very clearly.
How much film could it have?
Yeah, that's the real
it's
question.
Like those disposable cameras used to buy from like CVS.
Where's the CVS that I bring it to? Do I send it in to Kodak this world to get them developed?
Surely the Revolutionary Army has like what's that place called? A red room or black room where they develop film. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah. Well, they are red with red lights and stuff. I don't know if it's called a red room or not. I'm not a old-timey photographer, but yeah, I need answers. One Piece. I need the details. I need the schematics on these fucking.
I need the specs of this.
I really do now. This is like these things get more and more interesting as random shit gets added to them.
They really do. At first, it's just, haha, they're phones.
Brendan was very
TV,
invested in the technology of like Coffee Makers 500 episodes ago when this show first started. I'm like, I want to know what Steve Jobs ass guy in this universe is making these snail chats, or if it's just Vegapunk.
Are there different snail providers? Is there a snail provider war?
Oh man, yeah. Or does one company just have a monopoly on snail chat service?
Is it a monopoly? Is it like a?
I don't know, dude.
These are the real questions.
These are the questions I really want answered. I don't care what the One Piece is.
So
I want to know who's
Christian.
making these snail chats.
I appreciate this. Thank you.
I hope Oda hears about this question.
I hope he's thought about it.
Right.
Because I want to know. That's all. That was my things that I wanted to make sure got brought up.
Fair enough. We basically covered everything. Everything that happened in these episodes was just, here's Birdcage, here's what's going on in it, here's the bounty system, good luck. Unless anyone has anything else they want to talk about, the only thing I'll say is you've already predicted lots of running. Do you want to predict anything else?
Running.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to maybe predict or manifest, if you will? Something you're hoping happens?
Well, I accidentally saw the next time on One Piece, and I saw one little scene.
Is it?
I ain't gonna say.
Is it running?
No, it wasn't running. Surprisingly enough,
so there's hope.
It was a fight.
Oh,
right. I forgot.
Right.
We ended the episodes this week with Luffy's running with Zoro and Law in hand, and they run into Isho and a wall of Marines with their going
right
out.
So surprise, surprise, there's a fight there.
Yeah.
Right.
So besides that obvious hurdle, thoughts and theories.
While you're thinking,
I have a feeling Frankie's going to get to the slime factory. He's going to shoot a big ass, burst at it. It's going to bounce because magic rock, I guess. Sea stone, I don't know.
Surely Frankie Radical Beam can pierce Sea Prism. Surely.
Maybe.
We don't know. And because it doesn't make sense. And eventually he's going to overcome that after a lot of running. Again, there's going to be a lot of running. Like, we're talking ass loads of fucking running.
Running a fucking decathlon.
My cardio is going to be so fucking good.
Yeah, exactly. But Frankie's going to be the one that does something to break the slime factory, and everyone's going to do punch, slash.
I really hope that's true. I want to see Frankie do even more shit. Like he had that whole badass sequence of holding up the Marines and I almost said the Frankie family.
Ow!
The Don Quixote family at the entrance to the toy factory. So if we get more of Frankie doing badass Frankie shit, like I'm all for that. He'll be my proxy.
I just want to see more Frankie Armored Core fights.
Absolutely. He'll be my proxy for cool ass Brook fights because I want more cool ass Brook fights, but he's busy getting chased down by Big Mom on the ship right now. So, one day maybe we'll catch up to them again.
Like I want to see him pull out the tank treads again and like fly in the air and shoot a missile pod down at the building.
I want to see him shoot something out of his hair cannon. These are the things we want.
Lots of bullets and lots of explosions.
Yeah.
I want my graphics card to break watching him shoot.
All right.
Robin's going to break someone's neck.
That would be lovely, hopefully.
Or back. Most likely back.
Porque no los dos.
Yep.
Christian's hoping it's his.
Well, I wasn't gonna rehash this, but yeah, I agree. Also leads into one of my quotes.
So you got the same quote.
Oh, absolutely, and it's mine. I'm calling it right now. You can
okay.
Better have some.
It was my
quotes.
only quote.
Okay, well,
so that's
better think of something else, big boy.
I ain't
that
got
one's
nothing.
mine.
Crispy, you got anything you want to say?
Not really. Although I scrolled back through the sheet really quickly and remember there was one very minor detail that I'll bring up quickly is that despite hearing that Kanjuro is the one person who's ever escaped the underground junkyard facility, Kinemon took the opportunity to break away from the group and jump directly into the underground junkyard facility. The one Kanjuro is said to have escaped already. So
he's like, he must have gone deeper inside. I must follow.
This one confused me because I was like, he had definitely heard that information. I don't even remember where from anymore, which is maybe what went through Kinemon's head. He probably forgot at some point. Or maybe he just
the dumb fruit is strong.
He just remembers the words underground junkyard and went, yes, I must go to underground junkyard. And he forgot the whole part that it's like, Kanjuro has escaped this place already. Your princess is in another castle now.
Oh my god, Kanjuro's just Mario.
No, Kanjuro's
he's gonna fight a giant flaming turtle. He's gonna fight a giant flaming turtle downstairs.
Kinemon is Mario. Kanjuro is Peach.
Oh yeah, Kira.
He does have fire powers, so
this just supports our theory from like 2 weeks ago of it would be really funny if the running bit was he just keeps chasing Kanjuro forever and he never fucking finds him.
Hold on. Is he a fire? Didn't he have like Fox as like part of his like thing? Like
his moniker is Foxfire Kinemon.
Yes, so he is Mario because of the fucking like when he puts the hat on where he can fly.
Oh, that's a Tanuki. That's not
Mario
a fox.
puts on different.
Well, listen, if we're calling fucking
it's a fire flower,
the reindeer, the blue-nosed reindeer Tanuki, we can call a fox a Tanuki, all right? I'm not drawing no lines here.
Well,
I don't care. He puts on new hats, he gets new powers. Yes. I'm just saying he's Mario.
Yes. No, I agree there. I agree with you there.
And he jumps into pipes.
Yeah, this one baffled.
He's trying to save Luigi or something.
This one baffled me. He went, Robin, I gotta go take care of a thing, and then jumped down into the hole where the underground fucking junkyard is. The one Kanjuro's escaped from already. So I don't know. It's just another weird mechanic Oda is used now to split up the party. I for some reason to do as many splinters as possible.
Kinemon is just doing his own thing, man. He's not playing One Piece like the rest of us. He's on his own thing.
He's doing all the side quests first before going to the main boss.
It's not even all the side quests. It's one side quest that has about 80,000 steps to it. It's find Kanjuro is the main, like,
grab 3,000 rocks.
Yeah, but first go help this lady cross the street, and then get this little person to the big tree or whatever, and now jump in a hole and dig through some garbage. Like, what is going on?
It's a very elaborate side quest.
Yeah, what is happening?
He's gonna get a legendary like drop at the end.
Oh, he's fucking hope so.
It's a fucking rare at most.
Rare at best.
This is a level 3 side quest he's been doing for the last 10 fucking days.
But sometimes those level 3 ones, like they scale. They scale.
Very, very rare instances. But I digress. I think it's time to move on finally. You're wondering how we're going to turn the next 5 weeks worth of running into actual episodes. There's not that much content in these episodes, and we're an hour 15 in.
We're just so good at our jobs, man. We know how to talk. I got the gift of gab.
It's scary. Gift of garb gab.
Garb gab.
So next week is episode 683 to 685. Quotes.
Cut me off.
I'm gonna go first because
go ahead, Christian. No, Christian.
No, it's fine. No. He can. No, he can go.
I can't risk it. No, I can't.
He knows. No, he knows that quote is mine, and if he says that, I'm coming to his house with the brick. So
I only have one that I technically didn't even write down, so I'm just gonna vaguely allude to it. There is a scene where Maynard, I forgot what his position is. Navy guy Maynard, whatever his name is or rank is, questions Isho about Isho's order of prioritizing subduing any citizen that is currently running amok due to the Parasite. And for some reason, also prioritizing the Straw Hat Law Alliance. I don't know why that's a thing. But Maynard's like, hey, shouldn't we just go after Doflamingo to put an end to all this? And unfortunately, I couldn't write word for word what Isho writes, but he essentially challenges Maynard about like, hey, I'm like a rookie essentially in the Navy system. You've been here a lot longer than me, and have you just not been paying attention to these people's pain and agony for who knows how many years? And he poses the question of, does the world government fancy themselves as God? Just really challenging the perception of authority that the world government has and like just how righteous they are. And I thought that was pretty powerful and worth noting. I wish I wrote it down better or at all.
I wrote down, I have a little bit of this quote, not the entire thing. I cut off like the beginning part of it, but from the part that I've got is, weren't you even listening all this time to these screams filled with anger? They are not crying, they are angry. Does the world government pretend to be God or something? There's a little bit before that where the part you're talking about where he's like a rookie, but I fancied this to be the important part of that quote. He also has a line that I'm not sure I entirely interpret correctly or understand, but Isho says, he who shoots oft at last shall not hit the mark. And I don't know, it sounded very poetic, so I wrote it down. I'm not sure I fully comprehend what it's supposed to mean, but...
Yeah, my subtitle had it as like, he who shoots the most won't hit his target. And I was also very confused on what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, like I understand literally what the quote means. I'm just not sure what the context is here. I chalked it up to, I had to watch this 3 times because I fell asleep 3 times and just didn't fully comprehend it in my groggy state.
But
that shit didn't make sense, bro. You got it. You're okay. It ain't
so, continuing with my own sets of quotes, when Usopp, there's a cut of Usopp when we're 11 out of 12 bounties revealed, and Luffy, King Riku, and who else was in 3-star? Oh, Law and Sabo. There it is. They're all revealed as the 3 stars, and Usopp's like, oh, thank God. My name wasn't up there. They don't know what I did. They don't know about me. What a relief. They haven't found out about me. Famous last words from God Usopp. Because then the 5-star bounty goes up. And Doflamingo's like, this is the man who's pissed me off the most. And it's God Usopp. And then we get God Usopp Eneru face, which was gold. And then, of course, we have my favorite quote from the episode where Bart originally is comparing Usopp's face to Soga King's face, and he's like, oh, the nose, it fits, it's so good, tell me this must be Soga King. And Robin's like, yeah, this is Usopp. And then, or maybe it was right before this, but right before this, Barto looks at Robin and he goes, Robin senpai, let me be your slave. I mean, can I ask you something? And then he asks about Usopp and Soga King. And I was like, same, Bart. Same.
In addition to that scene, Hack once again just wallows in his own irritation of, I can't believe I lost to this stupid
man.
I
broke my hand fighting this dude.
And then there's just me over there. Hack, I don't care that you broke your
I'm just gonna say it. That's awesome.
Say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
God, I hope we never finish this arc. This is gonna be a great fucking bit for the rest of time. I love this.
Which one?
The Hack just
being upset by this,
mad at himself.
All right, that's it for quotes. Unless Devin has anything else in particular to add.
No, it was just the Robin senpai, let me be your slave. I mean,
but can I ask you something? Yeah. So Golden Ham. I think you guys sound like this is a hard decision somehow.
I just haven't thought about it like literally at all. But Doflamingo?
Absolutely.
All right.
That is 100% who I was coming in here to offer up. I think it's no question Doflamingo.
Works for me.
All right.
Works for me.
Easiest Golden Ham of my life.
Well,
so now we move on to... Hey, Justin, we got fan mail?
Yeah, I can finally read this one. It's Panda Stocky again. And they write, "Hey, this is Panda Stocky back from the dead. I got bored of stalking y'all and decided to stalk something more interesting. Your pets.
Wow.
Remember to
Wait,
keep
our
your
pets?
animals hydrated every day. Anyway, maybe about time you read this. I'm having a show.
Mine doesn't drink
Anyway,
water.
maybe about time you read this. Seeing your why am I
Are you
my
okay?
reading comprehension went out the fucking window.
When you when
when you but then
Okay, anyway, maybe about time you read this, you're seeing the grand finale of Lucy tournament arc. And if you know Shonen, they never disappoint when it comes to tournaments, except that one in Boruto that we don't talk about. Now moving on to my random bullshit question. Skip this if you haven't seen it. This is what I've been holding out for. Since Burgess is in Dressrosa, do you think he will do something shady to Sabo like what happened to Whitebeard? That's one question. Other question is, will Bellamy make you cry even harder? Second question. And this is meant for Brendan, but I'm going to read it anyway because he couldn't show up. Question for Brendan. Are you willing to rewatch One Piece one more time if 4Kids decided to continue where they left off? Which would never happen, but what if though?
I would.
dreaming.
I would 100% stick around for Boston Sanji. That's what I would. That's where I get on board.
So first question, what was it again?
Since Burgess is now in Dressrosa, do you think he's going to do something shady to Sabo like what happened with Whitebeard?
I don't know
and
what this
Blackbeard?
question's supposed to mean.
I think that's just like a thought
does he think-
experiment of, do we think that Sabo is going to get attacked by Burgess, essentially?
I mean, maybe, but I don't like Burgess doesn't
And then
have
the
the ability
meme-
to take the devil fruit.
Yeah, and then in my brain, it's like that meme from TikTok where it's like, bitch, I hope the fuck you do.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure.
It's a good sound effect. I'll show it to you later.
So we don't think Burgess is going to eat his heart and steal the fire fruit?
No, I imagine not. I don't think that's going to be the case here.
Especially since he's kind of just vanished.
I mean, I'm sure there will be some of these players turning up again at some point. Jesus,
It's not like he could have left
Jesus
the island.
Burgess will
So.
show up.
And Jesus from the top rope.
Literally, though.
He do be a wrestler.
There was somebody else that literally just got mentioned that I can't remember where they went. What was your second question? Wasn't it the second question?
Will Bellamy make you cry even harder?
Bellamy, right. Yeah, Bellamy's just disappeared somewhere. Hopefully we'll turn up again. I don't think he'll make me cry, but we'll see. I enjoy the bro moment between him and Bart, so I just kind of hope we get more of that, if anything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'll answer for Brendan, yes.
I think he 100% would rewatch it for 4Kids dub. Hell yeah. And if he doesn't, he's a fucking animal.
He's a poser.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Dreaming.
Don't
There was like something real quick I
dreaming.
wanted to say, and I forgot what it was, and I'm sad about it. So we're going to move
Must
on.
not have been important.
Clearly.
Patreon shout out time.
Yeah.
It's Twigo, it's Taco, it's Rin, the
Wahoo.
three musketeers.
TTR.
TTR.
That's a good name.
Thank
for
you very
something.
much. Sure. Thank you very much. You guys are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Your movies are on the way? Question mark.
Oh, I thought you were about
In
to like
production.
review them right now.
No, I mean they I know what movies we're doing, quote unquote movies we're doing, but they are currently in the works and should be out in about 3 to 5 business weeks.
At the business factory.
Yes. Where we
Yeah,
make business.
You know, speaking of 3 to 5 business weeks, Valentine's Day is in 2 days from now at the time of recording, and I was hoping the Melon Tea cast would be out by then. I don't think it's going to be out by then. I'm a little sad about that.
Well, yeah, because it's not Thursday. Valentine's Day is before Thursday anyway.
Yeah, but like I don't think it's even coming out the day after, which would be Thursday stuff. Would
No, I don't
release.
think that's true either.
I am big sad.
Garb Gab?
Garb gab.
Garb Gab.
Gab in the garb.
Christian, you had the Garb Gab last.
I don't think that's true, but I am in possession of the garb gab now.
Oh, that's right. Brendan had it last.
I don't know that that's true either.
Well, yeah.
Wait,
'cause you had the
no.
robot
Was it me?
thing, remember?
I think I had wasn't there like a potato sack version of the garb gab again? And Brendan was real up in
Yeah.
arms about it. Did I do that? I think actually that was me. You might be right. But I do have it again. So I am the two-week reigning garb gab in a row holder champion guy.
Listen, we can't let Brendan have it because he's gonna fucking throw it to the side and get a fucking
Oh,
grab
well,
bag
of course
like a
not.
fucking
I
loser.
would never. I would hand it off to one of you two, but I didn't because nobody asked for it, frankly.
Nah,
so
you know
I
better.
have it again. Do I know better? I don't.
I think you should.
Sometimes Devin just like sneaks into the house and takes it, honestly. So,
I do be taking it.
Yeah, but I have it. It's here.
I got really good at picking locks.
It's honestly, if you call kicking down the door picking the lock, then yeah, sure.
You think I kick it?
He headbutts it.
No, I just full on walk into it as
Yeah.
hard as I can. I have enough mass behind me.
Just a couple dislocated shoulders later.
Devin is large and full of mass, whereas you are small and full of mass.
Justin has the kilo fruit. I have the ton.
You are Mock Vice.
I even have a beard.
You know, that's not
similar
too
to
far
him.
off. If you put a picture of Mock Vice next to Devin, that's not a terrible comparison, actually.
The only difference is he has longer hair on top of his head.
Yeah. Well, we can fix that.
Well, I don't want to.
We just gotta get you some like steampunk glasses and like a top hat kind of thing.
And a
Whatever
squirrel
he wears.
tail.
Bet.
And a wingsuit, allegedly. If it's not a wingsuit, then it's a like wrestling onesie.
Leotard,
those have an
unitard,
actual-
whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to put your hand in? It's the same bag. It's still a potato sack. I didn't
Sure.
change it. There's no real need. It didn't get
Okay.
dirty last time.
Hold on. Let me put my hand in there.
Mhm.
And oh, it's soft.
Of course.
Oh,
I used fabric softener.
I mean, I thought you're not supposed to. It's string. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one string out. Okay,
It's
going.
Yeah, you're
going.
pulling the guard gab apart.
It's
What's wrong with
going.
you? Stop.
Wait, I thought it was all string.
No, it's you grabbed the loose string in the guard gab and now you're just
Well,
pulling
now
it
I gotta
apart.
yank it hard to
God
rip it
damn
apart
it.
so it
No.
doesn't keep. Now it's all
right.
over the floor.
Well, look what you did.
That was a really long string.
Yeah,
How did
it was really well made bag. It never snapped. It was just you just dismantled the whole thing, and now all the fucking pieces of paper on the floor. Just pick one up already. What are you doing? Stop looking
All
at
right,
it.
Well, there. Okay. Haiku.
Thank you. All right. Ooh, haiku.
And on the back says Valentine because February.
Well, yeah, the whole February Valentine's thing.
Everything says
We hate.
Valentine on it.
We're small, full of mass and hate.
I'll lead us
Anyway,
off
I'm
with
gonna.
haikus.
Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna lead us off with the haikus. You're gonna lead off with the
Oh, yeah.
Parasite rains over from the birdcage. His rain is steadfast.
You like rain, huh?
I used 3 different versions of it. First rain is like, the mizzle drizzle.
Wet rain.
That one. The second rain as in like your
Dogg.
period of leadership. And the third rain is
It's supposed to be pronounced Rin.
Not true.
not true. Rain as in
I'm just
yeah, you
making-
shut
No,
up.
I know.
Rain as in
I'm
like
shutting up
the
now.
rains on like if you're leading an animal, also can be used to describe having a strong control over something.
Doesn't have a. You mean the one with the G in it?
So the one with the G is about your period in leadership position. If you remove
So you didn't
the
even
G,
use
you still get
precipitation
rain.
rain.
If you remove the G, you still get rain, and it can refer to either your rain on like an animal that you're leading, like a camel or a horse. Also can be used to describe having a firm grip over a situation.
Mm-hmm.
I like how camel was the first thought that came.
Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it. All right, so I'm going to read my haiku next. That way Devin rounds us off with the best one of all 3 of them.
No pressure, buddy.
Anime meets game in GTA Dressrosa. 5-star God Usopp.
That's good.
I
You
really
worked hard
wanted
on
it to be.
that.
I really wanted it to be 5-star bounty God Usopp, but I couldn't find a good way to put that and also have GTA Dressrosa in there.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So I have 2 because I was bored. Mingo sets the stage. The battle royale begins. Gun down God Usopp.
God damn.
Gun down. Vicious.
Holy
All right.
shit.
Then the second one is blood for the blood
God
god.
damn you.
Mingo's rage has a target. Gun down God Usopp.
Why not
Jesus.
again? You can't reuse the same,
Well, I reused it because I wasn't sure which one I was going to use.
but you knew you
And then I
wanted to
was like,
gun
fuck
down
it.
God Usopp at the end of it, no matter
I knew
what.
for damn sure I wanted to gun down God Usopp.
My man came in with a fucking vengeance. Holy shit.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding about blood for the blood god, that's for sure. All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, who do we hate this week?
I hate those fucking puppet pirates that switch sides. Them. They're dumb.
Anybody else I would put over them? It requires me to actually think. Hold on, please hold.
Because they appeared in these episodes again, I want to give the Valentine's Award to all of the women who constantly cling to Senor Pink and call him hard boiled every episode. That shit fucking annoys me. I'm so over it.
Who do I hate more?
We could also throw Pika on there for wall hacks.
Nah, I think Pika gets his time in the Valentine Award bin, but now ain't the time. All right, hold on. Fuck it. Let me flip this dime.
Coin flip it.
Hold on. I heads. First one, tails second. The dime says the 4 dime pieces get it. We vote for the entourage of simpy women for Senor Pink.
All right.
Get some help, ladies.
Pink.
Find yourself a real father figure, not him.
Are they looking for a father figure in him?
I can only assume
that's
so.
The case.
Not everyone has
They just
daddy
want some of
issues.
his, hard-boiled eggs.
Christian, a lot of people have daddy issues, all right? I'm not going to say it's everybody. You look at these ladies in the show, you're going to tell me they ain't got daddy issues, man?
I mean,
says the one with daddy issues.
That's what I'm saying, man. I wouldn't know. I could fucking smell it off of them.
Justin's not a hot woman.
He could be.
You don't know what I got.
Ivankov's still on the table.
I mean, I do. I'm standing outside your house ready to club you with a brick if you don't show up to the Friday recording.
What?
He's been recording outside this whole time.
Yeah, I have a really good pop filter.
Haven't you heard all those crickets this whole time?
No, of course not. I have a really good pop filter on.
Well, get the fuck out get indoors, bro. We have a snow system rolling up in a couple hours. What the hell are you doing?
Well, that's a me problem. Don't worry about it. I'll be inside with you, standing over you with the brick. And while I get it,
so for the fans, for just $1 a day, you can support Christian's, rant on wanting to brick Justin through our Patreon, which is, down in the links below. You can also send us questions at pandasightings@gmail.com and or our Twitter, pandasightings. We have the Redbubble where you can buy a sticker to also fund Christian's, protests against Justin missing his recordings. And I forgot if there's anything else. There's a lot of stuff in there. Just click on the links. You'll find our Discord and stuff. And you'll be like, oh, wow, look. Ooh, people.
Each dollar you submit to us is a bigger brick I get to buy.
Just another brick in the wall.
Yeah. Right now I'm at
Brendan's hot tub.
Right now I'm at a standard red block for like gardening walls or something. I'm looking to upgrade to a cinder block by the time Friday rolls around.
And then like a ladder so you could like prop above the door and just like Looney Tunes that shit.
Yeah.
Just set up an elaborate Rube Goldberg machine to hit you with the
Yeah. I turn his living room into a wrestling ring, and he's like, ooh, wrestling, and then I come off the top rope with a fucking ladder and a brick.
Where were you on Friday?
It's Friday at 7:01 and Justin still isn't on Discord.
You know what I'm currently thinking about?
I'm up in the corner of the room like a sleep paralysis demon holding a brick and a step ladder.
You look like fucking Fukuro from fucking Ennie's Lobby. Where it just goes,
no, I specifically used sleep paralysis demon and not Fukuro because I didn't want to think about Fukuro.
Listen, we're just saying the same thing. We're just saying synonyms right now, bro. But speaking of things not related to each other, I'm sorry. So the era of Breadbot has come to an end in our lore.
Wow.
And I'm thinking it's time that we turn into a new chapter with String Clone Crispy.
It's not lore, it's fact.
Well, yeah.
I mean, lore can still be fact.
Yeah. Like Breadbot happened and was a thing and could still be a thing.
But now no more.
For the record.
Because we undid Sugar's spell.
Well, yeah, but like we could always make another one.
Yeah, but like
we have technology. We can have the best of both worlds. We could have real Brendan for recordings and then Breadbot to clean the office still.
All I'm saying is I'm just really invested in the journey of String Clone Crispy. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree. I've been looking for my master this entire time.
Is your master Doflamingo or like the actual Crispy? I'm unclear.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I might be a mirror image, but I also might not be.
Oh my god, a puppet that might be self-aware.
I am the sexy string clone jutsu.
Pinocchio, no.
Doflamingo.
My boy!
Doflamingo, but he's a little more horny.
Every single time he lies, something else gets lost.
Sexy harem string clone jutsu.
All right, that's it. We're done here.
Thanks if you stuck around long enough to hear that nonsense. Jesus. Burgess.
Wages.